Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to the Arc Fam Jam. My name's Anton. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because it is our rap day and we have not heard HOPSIN in a long time. He was one of the OGs on the channel too. He kind of like really got me into rap. And yeah, it's been a while. I think Kumbaya was the last song we listened to by him. But yeah, we're going to be checking out today HOPSIN, Your House. And before we do, I do want to say you guys rock. Thank you for all the love and all the support. Also, if you have any song suggestion ideas or full album reaction ideas, please leave them in the Patreon down below so we can react to those. Also, if you guys want to get your hands on official merchandise, be sure to check out the Archvision apparel store down below. And if you would like to get a hold of myself or the community, please do so on Discord. DM me there. So without further ado, let's get into HOPSIN, Your House. Love the instrumental already. Bluesy.
Man, I don't even know what happened. I was born inside of this shit, my fucking parents scrapping. I was mortified as a kid. Police always at my house, all because of my daddy's temper. Man, this shit been going on about as long as I can remember.
Chills.
He'd always blame my mom for the shit he didn't accomplish. I'd hide in the corner like a guinea pig in the process, just knowing he about to smack the fucking teeth out of mouth. It's like when it came to some type of drama, he got aroused. No joke. There was the moments where dad would slowly be creeping up. I would jump in front of my mama. Please don't beat her up. I ain't never spoke on this shit. The memories are up. Smiles and hugs, that's just something you'll never see in us. You know the pain when your parents tell you to go and play, then hours later you see your mom and she got a swollen face. I hope you don't relate. I just learned how to cope today from the days when I would pick up the phone and say, I gotta leave here now. My mom and dad acting crazy and this ain't right. And they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fight mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight. I would go to school.
Yo, this is fucking amazing. This is hands down, man. This is my favorite HOPSIN song. This is incredible. I had full body chills throughout that entire verse. Holy shit. And oh my god, this is so good. Oh Jesus, this is like up there with MGK and NF for me, man. Fuck, I might just found my third favorite rapper. Damn. Which is weird, because like I said, he was like the first one on the channel, man. He kicked this all off, man. This is like round going full circle. But man, and his singing in the chorus is incredible too, and the blues guitar and the like. Fuck, man, this is so good. This is so good. And like, you guys know me, man. I love like deep, heartbreaking shit. And man, wow, dude. Anyway, let's get back into this. This is. I feel like, man, I understand this man on such a deeper, fundamental level. This is amazing. Fuck, man, this is so fucking good. Holy shit. Okay, let's breathe, people. All right, breathe. Let's get back into this.
House tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fight mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight. I would go to school feeling so frightened, yeah, I was scared. Not knowing if I'ma go home, finding my mama dead. Every other fucking day, Dad was always losing control. He was acting like a fucking ape running loose in our home. Man, ever since I was born, they was pessimistic and torn. It's evident, but regardless, they never get a divorce. God, I wish they got around it, just checking into some counseling. We could have been a happy family inside our house again. I said again as if we ever were. That's fault. Shit I dealt with growing up will forever hurt. I'm lost. We were nothing like the families I used to see on the sitcoms. We were horrible with bonds. I can no longer sitcom. I would see that my friends had a life at home that was peaceful. They were lovable people who didn't function like we do. Or how I wish I could redo the pain of the wicked days when I'd pick up the telephone, call a friend and say, I gotta leave here now. My mom and dad acting crazy and this ain't right. And they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fight mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight. I ain't placing the blame, saying it's mom or dad's fault, but all those traumas I had stuck with me as an adult, and it ignited these mad thoughts that I seem to have often. Yeah, that's HOPSIN. Music is where my last straw went. Now I'm devoted to always give you my true life. The love I never felt growing up, I get it from you guys. Please don't get it twisted, I love both my parents to death. I just think there's issues a lot of fucking parents neglect. We all got these traumas we carry, and sometimes it's scary cause we bury the nest right there in our chest, and we subconsciously air and project the nightmares and the stress that we dealt with when we were younger. And that's why therapy's best. Listen, if you got kids of your own and you throwing tantrums, don't be oblivious and assume that it won't impact them. Children follow the protocol of the parents' blueprint, so when there's an issue, they might handle it just how you did. I gotta leave here now. My mom and dad acting crazy and this ain't right. And they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fight mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight.
Man, that was a fucking masterpiece. That is honestly one of the best rap songs I've ever heard. Man, that resonated on such a like a deeper level. Like, wow, like you guys know how much I love MGK, just because like I feel like we came from very similar upbringings, and yeah, man, I really identify with HOPSIN. Like, really just, man, that trauma, dude. Like, I know myself, like, I'm going through, like, you know, especially the last, like, couple of years, man. I'm going through a lot of layers of trauma. A lot of shit, man. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I went through my entire life, like, you know, yeah, like a lot of abuse, like a lot of like emotional manipulation and emotional abuse, and like I have blood family, like, you know, let's just say like I'm in my immediate family, like we've had like the cops come to our house because, you know, one of my siblings was you know, possibly like her, yeah, it was dark, and like it's something like I just kind of like kept, like my entire life, like I was oblivious to my own trauma. Like I had no idea how much it affected me, you know, growing up in high school and stuff, just, you know, looking for father figures and stuff, and, you know, like, yeah, like I pushed all of it down, and I had no idea how much it affected me until actually this year. This year was when I've had like two big breakdowns this year. Um, One was about 6 months ago. Um, I just like had a fucking like panic attack. Brutal. Like I've never felt that like loss of control ever in my entire life. Like anyone that knows me on the channel, you guys know like how like regimented and disciplined I am, and how like I keep myself in check like all the time, for better or for worse. Like it's not always a good thing. Like I have I have myself on such a short leash, and yeah, but 6 months ago I just fucking broke down. Like it was just nuts. Like I was hyperventilating. Like I was, I just fucking, I literally like I told myself I literally like was just going in a spiral of just like realizing like how fucked up all the fucked up stuff I went through in my life. Or like yeah, it was rough, and oddly enough, it's like I felt a deep sense of peace ever since that happened. Like I felt like just something is just been like almost like a demon has been exorcised from me, you know. Like I felt like I needed to go through that just loss of control, because like I said, I never lose control. I never lose my temper. I never like I have myself constantly just maintained, and that was just the first time where I let myself fucking cry, like especially like losing my cousin to suicide. Like my cousin committed suicide, when he was 18, about 5 years ago or whatever, and yeah, like I never really felt that either. Never really let myself feel that, and I remember actually like I was like I've always had like a thing with authority, and I think, and I don't even think it came from my dad. Like having such a like abusive parental figure and stuff. Like it just I don't trust authority at all. Like I got expelled twice, suspended multiple times, probably suspended like 20 times, 30 times or whatever, growing up, and I just didn't realize how much of a mistrust I had of authority, and how much I just didn't trust people until I my boss a couple months ago was going through some really rough shit, and I'd always been like pretty stone with all my bosses. Like I'm like pretty much emotionless. Like I just don't share, don't let people in like that. And she was sharing with me, like she kind of broke down. Like she was kind of just breaking down because she had just going through some stuff, and then next time we chatted, she was just noticing, like she's like, yeah, like I feel like you have like these walls up, and it was weird. I just like, because after she kind of opened up to me, I felt kind of comfortable enough to kind of let her inside a bit, open up to her a bit, and I told her, just I was like, look, like it's not your fault, like I got some shit, like I got some stuff I'm fucking working on. Some parts of me are pretty fucked up. Like they just don't trust, and it's crazy. It was a weird thing. He was like talking to a therapist, like back and forth there. Like I was her therapist, and then she was mine, and like she was actually trained in counseling, and so was I. So it's just funny that kind of dynamic too, and it was just weird, man. It was like I was talking to her, and I just slowly but surely like unraveled this thread of my life, and it was just not like I didn't tell her anything really that went on in my life, but I was like, yeah, I just don't trust, like when it comes to authority. Like I think like at the base of it, I'm afraid of being hurt again. I'm afraid of trusting and then being betrayed, and it was weird because I just broke down in front of her. Like it was the first time I've ever admitted that to myself. about like my deep mistrust of authority, like, and felt it deeply, and like I just fucking I could barely keep it in. Like I was talking about, you know, authority kind of figures in my life, and at first it was like cold. It was like stone, you know, when you just is dead to you. And then all of a sudden, something I said must have just like unlocked a memory in my past or something. And it's something like I notice. I don't know if this is what guys do, but like you can barely look at the person. Like you try and like hide it. Like your jaw is quivering, and you just gotta break that out. Like it's just something that's like, I guess, embedded in shame in us or something. Like, you know, letting the floodgates open. It's so hard. And yeah, just fucking like I just let it come out, and it was like crazy. It was so therapeutic. Like, and oddly enough, like, you know, after that, like, you know, like, yeah, it was just different. Like I'd never worked so hard at a job in my life. Like it was just like I felt like I was, you know, fighting for her after that. Like I was like, you know, like I'll be the best fucking salesman on the job. Like, you know, I'll do the best job here of everybody here. And like I remember she took me aside. She's like, shit, what the fuck happened? Like you're just like the top employee we have now. And I was like, honestly, it's just, you know, I have something to fight for now. You know, I actually care about you now. You know what I mean? In a way that, you know, a lot of time we don't really care about our bosses. But this was the first time where I was like, you know, I want to make your job easier, truly from the bottom of my heart. Like, you know, thank you for, you know, holding that space. Thank you for letting me kind of go to places inside that I've never been to, you know. Thank you for, yeah, seeing me at my most fucked up, still just being there, you know, which I always say, it's like, that's what we all need. We all just need the permission to let go of the control we have over ourselves and the perfectionism that we always, this thing that it's not healthy, the perfectionism we have for ourselves. It's like we know that like if we ever really break down, like, you know, people, they'll leave, you know. Or even worse, they'll, you know, probably in HOPSIN's case, hurt us, you know. Like some people are just not kind, and you know, they'll see weakness and they'll capitalize on it. They like seeing suffering. Like he said, his father, it's like it was like a fetish, you know, seeing pain was a fetish. And I know, you know, I've been around people like that. It's fucked. But at the same time, it's like those people are the most hurt, right? Those people have been so hurt, so traumatized, they've walled off their heart completely. Like at least people like us, like, you know, yeah, we've walled our hearts off, but there's still empathy. You know, we haven't completely turned into a robot. Our hearts haven't completely gone to stone. Like there's still hope. And there's hope for everybody, but some people are so far gone, man. But anyway, man, this was a masterpiece, and just like HOPSIN, like I just resonated so strong with his vulnerability and his authenticity. And the freaking instrumental on this track was next level. Like the fucking guitar work at the end, the beginning was incredible. You know, you guys know me. I like rock influenced rap instrumentals, a lot of melody and blues, and fuck, man, this was a next level song for me. This is one of my favorite rap songs of all time. Easy. Wow. Wow, man. This was so good. And HOPSIN is just an incredible artist. Man, yeah, this one, like, you guys probably saw, man. I was almost in tears a few parts. I could feel my eyes. I could feel the emotional buildup that happens before you shed a tear. Like, that tension inside, that empathy. Like, when you just... And it's not empathy of the suffering. It's empathy of how far you've come. Like I'm so moved when I see people who've been through hard times but pushing through and vowing to help people around them. Like I'm not empathetic for people that break and then choose to break others, or just choose to wallow in their own sorrow. Like that doesn't get empathy from me. What gets empathy from me is people who have been through shit and still have the strength of character to not give up on life and not give up on themselves and not give up on humanity. Like, that also moves me so much. And man, I love this man. Man, HOPSIN is, wow. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did and you want to support the channel, best way to do so is like the video. That'd be incredible. Subscribe if you resonate with everything we're doing. And if any of you have any song suggestion ideas for a reaction or full album reaction ideas, please leave them in the Patreon down below. If you want to get your hands on official merchandise, be sure to check out the apparel store down below. And if you want to reach me or the community, please do so on Discord, DM me there. And if you want to check out my podcast, the Archvision podcast, I'll throw a link down below. So this was quite the journey. Thank you for being here with me. Well, this was quite the catharsis. So I'll see you again tomorrow. I love all of you. Peace.